Hello fellow bird buddies! Today's episode of our Australian native bird series will be about magpies. If you see a bird with piercing red-brown eyes, a terrifyingly pointed beak, and black plumage splattered with white sections, then yup, that's a magpie. If the feathers seem to have a greyish-brown hue, then those are also magpies. Just, rather than adults, they're babies, or juveniles as we call them. In our local Queensland homes, out of 7 different types, you'll most likely spot an Australian magpie, scientifically called Gymnohina tibicin, and aboriginally called Baragabu or Kura. You can find them literally everywhere. I mean, your own backyard, your school's oval, perched on park benches, or even just roaming the city streets. This is because, although they prefer the open country grasslands, they've adapted to our man-made environments to coexist with us humans. Despite this, we've purely from the impression of their looks, magpies of old European and Aboriginal stories have earned themselves a reputation of being mischievous, thieving, and traitorous. Mischievous and thieving came from a magpie's insatiable sense of curiosity, similar to that of cats. Traitorous was then attributed to them as they often feasted upon the carrion or rotting flesh of animals and human corpses, breaking nature's code of kinship amongst living things, kind of like cannibalism. Well, there is a small truth behind these stories, and that is the magpie aggression during breeding season. Between June to December, our Aussie communities become more wary of swooping magpies. Here's some context or background info for your brains. Magpies construct their nests in high trees with 2 to 5 eggs. It takes about 20 days for these eggs to hatch. Nests are often sticks and stems lined with wool, hair, grass, and often bits of plastic, string, and wire. Baby magpies need 4 weeks before they grow big enough feathers to fly, but even then, can only waddle and flutter until the trial and error. Finally, parents will discipline juvenile magpies for asking for food by pecking them gently. Anyways, back to the aggressiveness. The male magpies are the ones to swoop, but only in defense of their babies from intruders and potential enemies. If an unfamiliar organism enters their territory, they will beat their wings, clack their beaks, or even jab with their beak and scratch with their claws. But these occasional two are only when they feel truly threatened. Magpies will not attack unless provoked to do so, but here are some ways to stay safe from swooping season. Feel free to pause the video. And that wraps up magpies. Remember everyone, they're like your everyday docile bird with a curious tendency to see what you're up to. So keep an eye out on your surroundings just for one day, and I bet you'll find one within your line of sight. Comment down below your favorite bird or share a funny experience, and remember to like and subscribe. See you next time, bird buddies.